anything, I'd love to hear the question again. If I could ask for anything, I'd love to hear the question again.
And now for your weekly dose of metal. Here are your hosts, Morgan Danielle and Luco Blaze on The Metal Experience.
Woo! All right, we just heard a brand new single that was Guillotine by He Danced Ivy from Brisbane, Australia.
Good stuff.
The band was one of our past Hey Look What I Found picks of the week. The bet was back October 25th, 2016 was the last time we had that band featured as our Hey Look What I Found. And then we heard Death Dealer by Lords of the Trident from Madison, Wisconsin. That track is brand new off their upcoming album, Shadow of the Past, which releases August 24th. And also congrats to the band for announcing that they are now officially endorsed by SKB Cases. They stated that most of our gear is already SKB, so it was a perfect fit. Thanks for putting that in there, Morgan. Just so everyone knows.
Pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
Thought it was a good quote.
Pretty cool.
You
Well, anyway,
doing things.
doing cool things. I am Luca Blaze with Morgan Danielle, and tonight we have with us for the second time on the Metal Experience, through and through.
It's the hardcore
Hey,
experience
hello.
tonight.
Woo! You guys have been on the show like 8 fucking times. This is just the second time
Too
through
many.
and through has been on.
10 million times.
The last time through and through, though, has been on was June 14th, 2016.
Way back when.
So it's been a minute. What have you guys been up to? Well, why don't you guys go ahead and reintroduce yourselves first and what you do in the band and who we have missing right now, but they're coming in a minute.
Hi, I am Romario. I play guitar.
What's up? I'm Isaiah. I play drums.
I'm Ruben. I'm the vocalist.
And we're missing our bass player at the moment named Sergio. But he'll be here soon.
Surge.
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 So who would you say is always the person that's late to band practice the most?
Izzy. the
Izzy.
drummer.
Izzy.
Without a
Come
doubt.
on, brah. Come on,
Hell
brah.
yeah.
He goes, hell yeah.
He doesn't care.
I always mention that he runs on his own schedule.
I really do. No matter what.
That's
All
that's
right,
probably
all right.
true. So through and through, you've been on with us before. Let's talk a little bit for those that are unfamiliar with you guys.
On what? What was that word?
Unfamiliar.
Okay, just making sure.
Correcting myself because I got tongue twisted. Shut the fuck up. You'll get it. Let's talk a little bit about your band's history. How did you guys form and how long have you been around?
We formed in the winter of 2014. We were in 2 different bands. Isaiah and Romario were in a band together, and I was in Damnation.
Damnation.
Gosh, damnation.
And they were Nameless Motive. So their band broke up. I was looking to do something different, and I contacted Romario, and we decided, like, hey, let's play.
Yeah, well, more or less what happened was,
Hardcore.
after that band broke up, I mean, I was getting more into hardcore, and then really I just was telling Isaiah about it, and then he was closer to Ruben than I was at the moment. And then basically once he just passed along the information that I was trying to do a hardcore band, and then once Ruben got a hold of that, you know, he hit me up, and then we met up, and then basically the band kicked off from there. From the day we met up and kind of, you know, more or less expressed our ideas as far as what we were looking for in a band, I just gave it about a week was when we jammed. A week after that, and then, you know, I was always with Izzy from our previous band, so like I just invited him to come jam with us, and then, you know, the chemistry kind of just set off right from the jump. So that's really where it began. So I guess February of that year.
There we go. So almost 2.5 years for you guys now.
Oh, 4.
Four.
Well, no, that was 2014.
Oh, I'm thinking
I'm sorry.
2016.
2014.
Yes.
The last time we were. My
So-
bad. My bad.
Almost
my math
2
sucks.
years.
Not good with math.
Yeah,
It's
so
okay.
like a little over 4 years, I
terrible.
guess.
So you said that you were starting to
Almost
get
2
into
years, guys.
shut up, hardcore.
Yeah.
What bands were you listening to that were inspiring you?
On the hardcore spectrum, first and foremost, definitely Turnstile. It was a band that I got into before that, like maybe about a year before 2014 to 2013, and then I was getting more into it, and then it was just something that I kind of was enjoying, and then I started discovering like lesser known bands, and little by little, it was when I mentioned it to Izzy that I was like, you know, I think it's something I want to play or like write on my own. And then, like I'm saying, he was kind of the one who was like, oh, well, Ruben has always been wanting to do a hardcore band or whatever. So then Ruben was going to hit me up. And then from then on, Ruben, he was into other hardcore bands that I hadn't heard of at the moment. At the time, and then, he was showing me all these bands. And then I got more and more into them. And then before I knew it, I was immersed in the whole hardcore realm. And
You were sucked
it just,
in.
yeah, it just took off from there, really. And then, just started playing locally. And then I started getting influenced by all the local hardcore bands that were going around that I had never heard of before. And that was really about it. The rest was history, really.
So were you guys also listening to hardcore, or did he get you into hardcore?
I think he was already like getting into it little by little. I just came in and showed him like, hey, well, check this band. If you like this, then you'll like this. And it just came into this whole like idea of like, hey, show me more bands. I want to get influenced more or something like that. And, especially because I was way into hardcore way longer than anyone here. So obviously Suicidal Tendencies started me off. And then from there, I just started listening to all these other hardcore bands, and I would show him, and then he started showing me other hardcore bands that he would discover. So it was pretty.
Yeah, after a while, we were just kind of bouncing off newfound influences, I suppose you can say, into each other, and then that just kind of helped develop the sound we have now, really.
And then Isaiah was
not-
like,
I'm
I'm
not
gonna
into hardcore.
I'm gonna be late, guys, so I don't know, do whatever.
Right, that too. No, he was just, like I'm saying, we were in our previous band together, so like he was just kind of, I would say from at the beginning, he was kind of just down for the ride kind of thing, and then, naturally, since Ruben and I were speaking so much about hardcore, he was in the, in our presence, like we were all just together as a group the whole time, so then naturally, I think he might have just gotten into it.
Yeah, because I was into death metal and deathcore mainly. So I was just not listening to hardcore.
Wearing your Dying Fetus shirt.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey, Dying Fetus is a great band.
Don't get me wrong, I was into that
Shit,
too,
they're
but it was just
hardcore
like,
influence,
I got
man.
into hardcore as well, but, yeah.
I mean, all around, I think we like all types of music. We listen
Hell
to
yeah.
so many different things.
That too.
But hardcore was just the one that brought us together. And it was
Yeah,
just
I guess
kind of
so.
like, like I said it before, metal to me has always been the story of like some fiction, almost like Dungeons and Dragons. And it's cool and all. Like the music is great. But hardcore was just more realistic. The lyrics hit
Real
more,
life.
just hit home for me. And that's why I think I want like a metal sound, but with hardcore lyrics.
Yeah.
Like that.
Although personally speaking, on my end, not to talk down on like power metal or any fictional lyrics because I enjoy that stuff very much. Just side note.
Man-O-War is your favorite band.
Judas Priest actually.
Judas Priest? Okay.
So
I'm a big Man-O-War fan.
Hardcore's just more street. We're from the fucking hood, so it's just naturally.
Yeah.
yeah, I think the
Natural.
relatability to it was kind of what attracted me. Like the more I got into it as well, like it's like this one band is from the streets. Like that just kind of made it like for me seeing that I was like, oh, so it's okay to be from like a quote unquote hood neighborhood or whatever, and like you can still do like hardcore and play shows and do tours and shit. Like
Still kick ass.
it's not unheard of, you know what I mean? So like that like was kind of inspiring in a sense.
Fuck yeah.
Well, you guys actually brought some newer tunes with you to feature tonight. One of them I know is named Intro. So let's play
Very cool.
the song
Yes.
going into
Sick name.
from the intro. So let's
Sick,
introduce
dude.
the ears to Through and Through. What does Intro go into?
It goes into more for me.
More from me.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Well, let's play Through and Through, and then when we get back into the show, we will discuss the content of the lyrics. Enjoy.
Yo, this is Through and Through from Southside Chicago, baby. Little bit is hardcore in your motherfucking face.
Well, I expect that type of language at Denny's, but not here. Well, that's too freaking bad. You hear me?
Because we're throwing it back to Morgan and Luco on the Metal Experience.
All right, we're back. I'm Morgan
Yeah.
Danielle with Luco Blaze and our friends in
Woo!
Through and Through.
Hello,
We just
hello.
heard the intro twice in our ears, once in yours, and more from me. And after that track, I'm ready to pace a pit and throw down.
Let's do it.
But I'm too much of a pussy, and
I'm
I
ready
would
to flip
die.
some tables.
Oh yeah.
That was fucking
Hey man,
sick,
tables
man.
cost money.
They do.
Hey man, there's a ton of them around here. We'll flip a couple, two, three, and we'll be fine.
So let's talk about what More From Me is about. Take it over to the lyricist.
Let's talk about the intro. What's the intro about, real quick?
I
just-
thought alien invasion at first, and then it got super brutal, and
blast me.
it was crazy.
The intro is just representing where we're from and what
Yeah,
type of music
letting
we
'em
play,
know.
letting people know our brand of hardcore metal and punk rock. You know, it's just one of those things where you have to come in, you know, hardcore, especially 90s hardcore is very in your face, and I wanted to capture that in that intro and just see if I could get that street and like 90s hardcore
It's
attitude
raw
in there.
and intense, and just those blast beats are
Raw
scary.
dogging it, brah. Raw dogging
I
it.
wanted to take cover. I didn't know what was happening around me.
What?
It's crazy.
What are you talking about?
It's crazy.
What a weirdo.
My mind was just swarming,
All right. Well, I was just like,
angry.
Hey man, hardcore, man. metal, punk rock, whatever you want to call it.
So then, more from me. What is that?
More for me is definitely about a series of events just going around me where I just felt people were taking advantage of me. I felt people were just. I know it sounds like, oh, he's just being a drama queen and whatever.
No,
but
I totally get it. Go on.
It's definitely one of those songs where just I felt most of our songs are very positive, and there's always like something like very like a good message at the end of every song. And this one I kind of just wanted to go all out and be like, I just want to let my negativity out. I want to let a bunch of like bad attitudes just coming out of like me as I'm doing this. And so it's one of those things where I just at the time I was going through a really rough time, and I was able to write it down in a song, and these guys showed me what they wrote down, and I was like, oh, this is perfect for this song. And luckily we got 2 features on it that couldn't be any better. We got Brian from Drowning at the end, and in the middle of the song we have Matt Honeycutt from Kublai Khan, which is
what?
Yeah.
How'd you get him on there?
The funny thing about getting him on that song was I was wearing a Through and Through hat that I got personally made for me, and he thought it was part of our merch. And I was telling him like, no, actually we don't make hats, at least yet. And he's like, oh man, I really like your hat.
Were you playing a show with them, or were you just at a show?
Yeah, we were playing a show with them, and
they used to play Grand Bar a lot.
Oh,
in Chicago.
So
I think that show was in Indiana though, right? Was that the?
That was
the
a show we
Indiana?
played with them in Indiana actually, and I gave him the hat. I was like, just do me a favor. He's like, yeah, what's up? Anything, man. I was like, you can have this hat, but if you do a song with us, I want to feature you in the song. You're one of my favorite vocalists. I'm not too into a lot of the heavy hardcore stuff, but definitely your band is one of the heavier bands that I like a lot.
Yeah.
And he agreed, and after a while when we wrote the song, we were emailing back and forth and everything like that. And that just came hand in hand, and he was actually very professional about everything. Very cool. Like, he asked me, he's like, what are the lyrics about? Send me all your lyrics, and I'm going to come up with something. It's just angry.
That's fucking awesome.
I'm trying to find a picture of him right now on the internet wearing your hat. Do you have
Actually,
pictures?
I have not seen him wear a picture.
Oh, come on.
For all, I mean, wear a picture. I'm sorry. I haven't seen a picture of him wearing the hat.
Yeah, maybe you need to message him and tell him he needs to change that, because we saw a little bit of their set on Warped Tour a couple weeks ago. They were
We
pretty
did?
cool. Yeah, they were the one band that we were standing with the Damskis for a little bit.
Oh yeah.
They're a great band.
Oh, yeah. And then it kind of started raining, and we're like, okay, we're gonna go.
I was standing everywhere.
Yeah.
They're such a fucking heavy band. They're probably my favorite hardcore band. Metalcore hardcore right now.
So the album that we played those last 2 tracks off of, what album is that on? EP.
Give me hate.
Give Me Hate. And when was that released?
March 31st last year, 2017.
Okay. Did you guys record at the same place that you recorded your previous music at?
No,
No.
we recorded this one at Mercenary Digital Studios in Zion, Illinois. Shout out Scott. Cool guy. He's been around for a while. We've known him through friends. Drowning has gone there many times to record, so he kind of put us in contact with him. And when we went, I liked the quality of, his other work. The work he's done with other bands. So, I was open to going there. And then when we went, I think we had pretty good chemistry, and we just knocked it out there over the course of like 2 or 3 days, I think. And it turned out pretty great.
So how many tracks are on Give Me Hate?
4. It's an EP.
It's an EP. We like to keep it short, the way punk rock should be.
So was one of those 4 songs the intro?
Yeah.
That is
So
correct. That
we're
is
already
correct.
halfway through.
Yeah.
That
But
is
we
very
still
correct.
have the other music
Yes.
that they had from last time to play.
That too.
Those are just as good.
We'll fucking play. Oh yes.
We have plenty of through and through tonight. Don't
There you
worry. Plenty to listen to.
So in the last 2 years since you guys have been on, what have you guys been up to?
A lot.
To release the new EP. What
Yeah.
else?
We got to play Puerto Rico February of 2017.
Damn.
That's one of my proudest moments. I got to play Latin America and got to talk to the audience in Spanish the whole time. So that was pretty cool.
What did you say to them?
just to get crazy. Just
motherfuckers.
Just to get crazy and let out every.
He yelled in Spanish.
Yeah, I pretty much yelled in Spanish at everybody.
We were one of the very like few bands that had gone to Puerto Rico, hardcore bands.
Yeah.
Because the first beatdown band that went to Puerto Rico was my other band, Drowning, and that was the first beatdown band that ever went to Puerto Rico. And then after that, like, that started a whole like cycle of like a couple of hardcore bands going into Puerto Rico and just experiencing the island.
Well, how did you guys give me the whole backstory on how you ended up playing a show in Puerto Rico? What context did you have? How did you even set it up? How did you get all of your stuff from here to Puerto Rico?
Well, like I said, there's this guy who does a lot of the shows over there. His name is Lou Mendoza, and he contacted Drowning first and had them play a show over there.
So I just kind of like, was like,
still had that
I'm
contact.
in another band called Through and Through.
We'll come down there and rock your dick off.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, basically. And then as far as the equipment goes, I mean, we kind of the logistics of it kind of went down. We just told them that physically we would only be able to take guitars and whatnot, instruments per se.
Drumsticks.
And then and then we kind of reached an agreement where everything else is kind of going to be provided for us once we got there, and that's what happened.
They have a whole hardcore scene down there. It's fucking.
It's awesome.
Amazing.
So other bands just let you use their equipment and stuff?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you can call it that.
Yeah.
That's fucking awesome.
And where were you staying?
We're staying at the promoter's house, Lou Mendoza. He
had a nice place out there.
He has a really nice house out there, and he had us stay and everything. He fed us.
Yeah, we were accommodated pretty well.
Yeah, he let us. He showed us some of his favorite movies and stuff, and we were just hanging out. I felt like being at home. Actually, it was one of those things where we grew close to the guy. Like we consider him family. Just
That's awesome.
so he's actually coming to hang out with us in September.
What?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
How long were you guys in Puerto Rico for?
How long were we there for? I think like 4 nights maybe.
4
We kind of
nights.
made like a mini vacation out of it, really. I mean, we played that Saturday night, and I think we were maybe there we got there like Thursday night,
Yeah.
maybe.
So
So we
you
were
just
there for like 3-4 days.
just played one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
one big gig on a Saturday night.
And then did a bunch of sightseeing?
Yeah,
I heard
of
it's really
course.
pretty down
Yeah,
there.
yeah, it is.
It's amazing.
Great.
Yeah, it was cool seeing a lot of like the town, like the structure of it, and the churches and the fountains and just the tropical side of it. We would hang out a lot in this town called Luquillo, and we would
That's me.
so we'd hang out a lot in Luquillo, and it's like this strip of like just a lot of bars, tattoo parlors. What else? They had like this pizza shop there that was called New York Hardcore Pizza. So
Nice.
we're like, all right, this is.
How was their pizza?
It was actually pretty good.
Yeah, he had it. I ate a lot of seafood while I
I
was
had a
down
couple
there.
slices. I thought it was gonna be pretty terrible, to be honest. I mean, what do you expect coming from Chicago, right? But it was pretty good. Yeah. I mean,
New York hardcore pizza.
yeah.
Nice.
Did you guys get tattoos then when you were down
No,
there? No.
no, we were basically like always on the move for something. Like the longest we stood somewhere was when we were at the beach. That was pretty much it. That was pretty.
Yeah, and then I just overdosed on drinking. No, just kidding. No, they did have
Scared
this.
me
They did
for a
have. They
minute
did
there.
have this. Like I mean, I guess you would call it a signature drink called Well, I mean, it's sangria, but it's like they have like their own. It's like it's like in a pouch.
Like a fucking Capri Sun.
Yeah.
That sounds
It's
delicious.
like an alcoholic Capri
It's not
Sun,
a Capri
basically.
Sun. Oh, fucking,
If you, I mean, yeah, it's in a pouch.
yeah, it is a Capri.
Capri Sun, yeah.
Yeah, it's, that I was just drinking that by the box, basically.
So,
That's fucking tight.
box wine.
Every
Really?
picture he took, he
I guess.
had a
I
fucking
mean, if you want to
sangria
call it
pouch in
that,
his hand.
I wouldn't
Nice.
consider it so, but sure.
Yeah, I was just
now that I
eating,
think about it, yeah, I guess.
I was just eating a lot of seafood while I was down there. Anything.
Yeah, I mean, you're
I'm
right
big
there.
on seafood. I'm big with octopus and shrimp and squid and whatnot, calamari. I was just
Dude, it's all so good. She won't eat that stuff. I love it.
stuff is good.
There's more of a risk of getting food poisoning from seafood.
No, there's not.
No, there's
I'm
Depending-
allergic to shrimp, so
Yeah,
I
How is
believe
there?
that.
What?
because it's just gross.
You're gross.
I don't want to deal with it. Let's hear another track. I'm curious to hear these last two that we have still to play. Between the two that we have left, which one do you want to play first?
Anytime soon.
Yeah, that'd be a good one.
All right, here we go. Here's more Through and Through.
Many people come into your life, but not everyone is meant to stay. Keep the circle falling tight. It's the only way it feels right. Yeah. They only come to infiltrate, to see you fall, only to watch you crawl to them, so they can reject you and all of your love. Maybe not today, or anytime soon. 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 At the end of the day, you will see who's really there for you, who really loves you, who really cares for you. Keep the circles falling tight. It's the only way it feels right. Maybe not today, or anytime soon, but at the end of the day, you see who is really there for you, who really loves you, who really cares for you. Keep the circles falling tight. It's the only way it feels right. And his name is John Cena!
Woo! All right, that was Anytime Soon.
Sick.
Sick. Off of Through and Through's.
I love
EP.
playing that song live. Like, just it's fun.
What was Anytime Soon about?
Anytime soon is basically figuring out who are your real friends and who are not your real friends. That maybe you won't find out anytime soon. So that's like where that comes from. Maybe not today or anytime soon, but yeah, the whole song is basically about like the people that actually stick up for you and stick around you and are there for you, and vice versa, same thing. You
Don't
just-
put him down about his shoe obsession, guys.
No, they don't. They're just always. They're just always kind of like, hey, well, so are you gonna have money for this? I'm like, well, you know, I just spend a lot of money on shoes. Maybe, maybe if you guys,
Maybe next week.
maybe next week.
Maybe not anytime soon.
Wow,
Nice one.
Ow, ow, ow.
wow,
Those Jordans you're wearing right now are pretty sweet.
yeah, they are.
Why not?
They're
Luca wants to
they're
lick
the-
them.
They're the Why Nots first edition.
First edition, what year did they come out?
They just came out actually in March.
So they already have more than one edition?
No, they're not gonna bring out another edition probably till next year.
Okay, so this is the first shoe of that kind made.
Yeah.
What makes them so special?
Can you jump higher, run faster?
No, I just look cooler.
Is it a Sandlot or something?
It just I look really cool when I'm running away from dogs or something.
The PF Flyers.
Because your dogs want, because the dogs want your shoes.
Run faster,
Come here,
jump
why
higher.
not? I want them. In
Or,
my
you know,
mouth.
or when I'm running away from all the women that want me, you know, I'm sorry.
Hold on, I gotta get more shoes.
Fresh as hell.
Wait.
There's another meme for you
Wait.
guys.
When I'm running away from dogs, do you often find yourself running away from dogs?
No, I'm just being stupid.
Well, there goes Ruben again. Dogs are chasing him.
I just pictured you as a mailman then, just being chased by dogs with a big bag of mail flying behind you.
If you were a mailman, would you wear your Jordans to work?
Of course.
Okay.
I would. You never know when you got to jump over a fence.
You never know when you got to jump higher and run faster. Morgan, take it
Are we
away.
a Fort Myers song? All right. Let's talk a little bit about one of the reasons why you guys are here. We were trying to get you guys on before, and we had scheduled you guys for later in the year, but this was important to get you on now because you guys are actually going on tour this coming week.
Yeah.
This week?
Yeah. So,
I want to say a week and a half.
Is it a week and a half?
something like that this month.
We're starting our
Oh,
tour August 14th in Denver.
2 weeks from today.
Wait,
So
you're
how do you start a
starting?
tour in Denver when you're from Chicago? Where's the hometown love?
We'll talk about that later.
Right, yeah.
So why aren't you guys starting in one of the surrounding states and working your way to Denver?
Yeah. How did
You're
you
like,
end up in
nah.
Colorado first?
We're meeting up. One of the other bands touring with us is from California.
Yeah.
So
It's like
Denver was
halfway.
kind of our compromise per se. So they're driving the same amount of distance we are. I
Is
guess.
it not because of the marijuana that is calling you?
No, none of us here even smoke weed.
So maybe
We're-
they wanted to pick it up along the way?
No.
There's only one straight edge member in this band, and that's me. Everybody else drinks.
We're alcoholics.
Everyone else drinks except for me. I have to be the responsible adult.
Not
Yeah.
responsible.
It's not.
Slash designated driver.
It's not that he's being the responsible adult. He just doesn't have money for booze because he's spending
his
it on
excuse.
juice.
That's
I'm not wasting
That's
it.
not
wasting
straight
it.
edge,
the-
Ruben.
It's
That's an
that. Thank you.
addictive personality.
There you go. And he also
You're a
likes-
shoe addict.
Spends all his money gambling too. So.
Oh yeah, apparently I'm really into gambling. Our last
See, that's not straight edge either. This is
Apparently,
a
see.
safe environment. You
Right.
can tell us your problems.
Hey, it was
Not
on
very
our
straight
last
edge.
tour this past February. We stopped in Las Vegas for a while,
Uh-oh.
and I turned $40 into 200, and then I turned 200 into shit. I lost it all.
Could have been worse.
Right.
That's usually how it
I
happens.
was telling these
Yeah.
guys, give me the merch money. I'm gonna flip it.
Whoa.
I'm gonna double it. I'm gonna
They did
double
it.
the merch money, guys.
Did you have them blowing on dice and standing around you?
It was mostly
cheering?
slot machines, just
Okay.
being ridiculous on the slot machines. And
So I went to a casino once.
For the
I
buffet.
lost $5, and I was furious.
I don't remember you losing $5. I just
I'm
remember
also a
you
cheap
eating a
fuck.
ton of food.
I feel you.
Yeah. Right.
so apparently I have a gambling problem,
Uh-huh.
and these guys will no longer let me handle
The funds.
the funds for the band when we're near Las Vegas.
See, you
or
should have
Reno.
walked away
You
when
should
you
have
were
given
up
the funds anyway. You
$200.
spend it on shoes.
Right.
Scary. It was early in the morning. Literally like 7 a.m. and this motherfucker's out gambling.
What?
So,
How long did you leave him in Vegas for?
Well, we
Long
got there
enough.
that morning, so we didn't have much time, so we
Jesus,
kind of went to go
Ruben.
check it out. But it
So
was
how
fun.
long did it take you to turn $40 into $200 and then lose everything?
3 hours,
3 hours?
Where were we
maybe
Okay.
at?
less.
Maybe less.
maybe less.
About 2.
And it's such a cool experience, like to experience something
I
like
mean,
that.
at the end of the
To
day,
lose money
you
is
only
a good
lost $40.
experience?
yeah, at the end of the day, I did only lose $40.
Did you get any free drinks?
No.
Oh.
If I did, I would have given them to Guido.
He wasn't
Mario.
Oh, that makes sense.
like a big gambler. He wasn't a high roller. It was $200. That's nothing to a casino.
Well,
He's not like
I want-
$5,000 up, and you know.
Buy a lot of shit.
I want
$40
$200
on tour.
You could do this. You could.
Fuck that.
You
too.
should have walked away when you're up 200.
We were about to buy a really expensive breakfast. I remember just looking
Oh,
at Romario and telling him
The
like we
buffets
should-
were cool.
Yeah,
but
we were
didn't
gonna go to the buffet. I was like, they have
we lost
lobster.
money gambling.
We're gonna eat lobster today.
And then they come
But
up
then
to
we
you
lost
later,
the
and you're
money
like,
gambling.
"Where's the lobster? I don't have money for the
We don't
lobster."
have money.
I was like, I have money for
Now we're buying
Shoes.
McDonald's
Yeah.
dollar menu.
Right.
Yeah.
So while we're on the topic of shoes, real quick before we get back to the tour, you guys did an awesome thing where you had people pre-order flip-flops.
Yes, we did. Slides, flip flops. The
I,
term is
I haven't
interchangeable.
seen too many bands
Flippity floppities.
doing flip-flop sandals as merch. How'd you come up with that idea?
And why aren't any of you
Being-
wearing them?
Yeah.
Our bass player would have worn them.
Our bass player
Was
probably
he?
would
Is he still coming out tonight?
No,
He's not coming.
Sergio
He's not
bailed.
coming.
He's not coming.
That
He-
son of a beast.
He said things just kept piling on him that he had to get done before this
Sergi,
tour
no
actually.
coming.
Yeah,
So-
the flip flop idea came about because on tour we all just wore slides, like just because it's the most
comfortable.
comfortable thing.
And you don't stink up your shoes.
And just
Right.
yeah, and just one day I was like, "Fuck, that'd be tight. We had slides, you know."
you
With our name
still
on it.
you still have them?
No, we sold out. Yeah, so he hit me with the idea, and I mean, as far as like designs and merch duties go, it's kind of more or less my responsibility. So he hit me with the idea, and I was like, you know what, I think we can make that happen. And so that idea just sprouted into a reality. And then when we dropped the pre-order link online, like people were like going crazy over it. And then once the pre-orders came out, like it just sold out, and then that was really about it.
So how many did you have to pre-order then?
It wasn't too many. It was maybe like 30 pairs just to try out.
Yeah.
For size, you know what I mean? Just
And who did you go through to do the? To get those made?
well, I mean, I went through different, I guess, flip flop companies,
Flippity
representatives.
floppity?
Yeah, specifically, it was called iSlide. They were pretty cool. And then, I mean, I just kind of sent them the designs I had in mind, and then they sent me back a mock-up of how it would look, and then we were kind of just communicating back and forth for a little bit, and then we agreed on what they had, and then from then on, they just told we negotiated the prices or whatever, and then after that, once it was all set with them, I dropped the pre-order link, and then they just took off, and that was really about it.
So just an idea of what should be next, since you did sandals, because I've seen it now be a thing. You need beach towels.
Oh, that's a
That
good one.
sounds like a great idea.
That's a good
That's a
one.
good idea.
I
Just
mean-
my face.
Not what I was thinking.
It should
but
be
okay.
It should be the Ruben cutout. Hey man, let me drive.
Oh my god.
One
Oh,
fucking cool ass merch idea that I saw from a band was ponchos.
Oh, Farouk.
Yeah,
Farouk.
band
Band
from
Farouk.
California.
Yeah.
Farouk.
Oh, that
we
was
played
cool.
we played a festival called Tough Love last year
California.
in 2017, and yeah, that band played, and it was pretty sick. They had fucking ponchos.
It's a good idea.
I've seen metal cups before.
Metal cups? What do
It's
you
like
mean
a
metal
cup, right? But it's a fucking. It's
Are
a
we
metal
talking
cup.
about your Cannibal Corpse
I have
one?
a Cannibal Corpse cup.
It's
a
made out of metal,
cup.
like
I think
stainless
it's
steel.
tin.
Stainless steel.
I think it's tin.
And it has Cannibal Corpse on it.
Might
It's
be
pretty sweet.
tin.
That's
Like
what
the ones you got at Denny's with your milkshake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of looks like that.
Tight.
Not like not like the milkshake cup, but it's like a fucking metal cup. It's sweet. Fuck, all right, give me that.
pretty
Right.
cool.
Cannibal Corpse is a great band.
And then, yeah, sorry, I just wanted.
All right,
that's
so
one of
back-
the other
back
random.
to the tour,
Not just a
'cause-
cup, a metal cup.
So metal.
So metal.
So back to the tour, because
So,
we do
wait,
have
wait,
two
real
other
quick.
special guests here.
Are you guys going to be doing another pre-order, the flippity floppities?
Maybe. In
Maybe.
the future, we'll announce.
Because-
Right now we're focusing on a lot of
I
shorts.
want to get a pen.
This tour,
we might bring them back.
this coming up tour, we're gonna have more stuff for women this time.
Ooh.
So
The ladies.
yeah,
Do tell more.
Edible
Crop
underwear.
tops.
No.
Top tops,
Short shorts.
booty shorts,
Short.
short shorts, booty shorts, same thing.
Crop tops.
Now, edible underwear.
No.
If you had a pair, would you
Edible
even-
underwear with my face.
with Ruben's face? Would you just eat them and not even put them on anyone? I think I would just.
Well, I mean, edible underwear is made out
Why
of
would
mostly
you
chocolate.
be eating them, Luco?
right?
Can we just get a pair of edible underwear just so I can eat them?
Ew.
Sure. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Okay.
We gotta get it on video.
I like chocolate.
I like it.
All right, back to the tour. So you
Okay.
guys are starting in Denver,
Yes.
We are.
and who's on it with you? Where are you going? When does it start and end?
So the tour starts August 14 in Denver with Black Mass and Flatline. Black Mass is actually from Chicago Heights, Illinois, and they are very. This is one of my favorite bands. Just all power to women who front hardcore and metal bands. This is one of the bands that people have to look out for and see, like this amazing band is just has so much to give and so much to offer for this genre, and she's right there up front waving the flag and making sure she's letting people know this is where I'm at and this is what I'm doing.
So without further ado, represent.
Black Mass.
You guys brought a couple
we
members
brought
with you
We
tonight.
actually brought 2 members of Black
Surprise!
Mass with
We've
us.
got one
What's
guest.
Hey guys.
Why don't you guys go ahead and introduce yourselves?
Luco starstruck.
What you
Give
do
him a
in the
second.
band, and who's missing tonight?
Well, I am the vocalist. My name is Adeline Gonzalez, and we are missing a couple members, but my drummer came here, so I will let you talk to him.
My name's Jose. I play drums for Black Mass. We're missing 2 members. We had some fill-ins for tours. We had a lot of stuff going on, but I mean, so far we still made it work. End of the day, we went through a lot of things to get to here, and I mean, just playing Denver in general is just gonna be a payoff. Let alone the other 9 days we have left on tour.
Is this your first tour, or have you guys been on tour
Definitely,
before? Yes,
definitely.
first
We're-
tour.
Yeah.
You guys ever played Puerto Rico?
First tour. First tour.
Hopefully
They
they'll
wouldn't
come
have
with
played
us next
Puerto
time.
Rico.
Yeah.
Hopefully next time. We have plans for Mexico next year. I have connects. I mean, down the line, if Through and Through wants to come too, we have 4.
Mexico's on the
we
bucket list.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah, we're gonna make it happen.
We have
Ruben
4
wants
cities.
shoes.
I have an uncle down there. He has his own radio show.
Nice.
You know,
Dude.
he has his own locations and venues, and I mean, Marauder recently just played Mexico, so you know,
Marauder played Mexico. That's news to us.
That's
That's
tight.
pretty cool.
What?
it's a lot of open possibilities in Mexico right now.
So, what are you looking forward to most of being on tour, or how do you imagine it going?
Well, since this is our first time being on the road, we're definitely looking forward on the people that are coming to the shows. We hope to see, at least a good amount of people going, since Through and Through has been to those cities already. Just that alone is, awesome to know that, we have guarantees going on the show, and just experiencing the cities is going to be really cool. So we're really excited to see how it's going to go.
So where are you guys playing in Denver? It was Denver, right?
It's called 38th State Brewery. It's a brewery, I imagine. It's in a small town outside of Denver, technically speaking, but it's in Denver. We've never been there before. Last time we were there, we played, the Marquee Theater?
Yeah.
So this is a new venue for us, but second time in Denver, so it should be fun. Also, we're playing Short Fuse 5'9". They're from Denver, so they're going to be out there, I think, opening up the show. So, I mean, it's exciting. Should be fun.
Yeah.
And from
Well,
there, where do you
yeah.
go?
From there we go to Salt Lake City.
Yeah.
Very DIY fucking
This
scene.
venue
It's
is
fucking
just so do it yourself. It has a great vibe to it. A lot of great people go to those shows, and it's pretty awesome to see. Salt Lake has always been on my list, definitely, and I feel that the last time we played there, it was definitely everything I was hoping for.
very DIY scene, and we're used to it, and there was just so much energy at that show. Getting close to all the fucking young kids there, the younger people, and it was tight.
Younger peeps.
Yep.
What's the name of the band that's opening? We played with them last time.
In Unison.
In Unison.
In Unison.
Also a female-fronted hardcore band.
That's awesome.
Very, very good. Just talented, young, hungry kids.
Nice. So where's the tour keep going?
After that, it's Pocatello, Idaho.
Idaho.
Yeah.
What's in Idaho?
What's in Idaho?
You're not the
Apparently
first person to
potatoes.
ask me that. Everyone always asks that, but apparently from what we've heard via the promoters is that they have a really, really, really good hardcore scene out there. We'll find out, right?
Idaho's hardcore scene.
So it'll be our first time. It'll be our first time there, actually, for us too.
Yeah.
So that'll be our. We're kind of doing more Northwest this time. So
Damn. Did you know you hardly ever hear bands saying yeah, we're going to fucking Idaho, motherfucker.
Right, exactly. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, I thought the same thing. But like I'm saying, they've told us that they have a really good scene.
Potatoes, motherfuckers.
You know, it's funny. I was just talking to somebody about Idaho, and I was saying we were talking about the same thing. I was like, we agreed that the goal of playing Pocatello is that we have to come back with potato action figures of ourselves. So I'm gonna try and make that
So it's a
happen.
different take on the California raisins.
Wow.
That's
but
the
they'll
thing
look
you
like
can get, a
potatoes?
potato action figure?
Yeah, you never seen like a potato sculpture?
No.
People sculpt potatoes.
Wouldn't it fucking,
We're gonna have to get that.
Oh,
People
okay.
sculpt potatoes.
wouldn't it get like moldy and shit
No.
after a while?
I think they.
and you can spray. They have that like a spray
Oh,
where
yeah,
it kind
'cause
of
of
like
starch.
it'll preserve. Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
It'll
yeah.
be good with
You've never
starch.
seen like the potato sculptures?
Mhm.
So the goal is to
You
get like
scientific-y ass motherfucker.
anyway. Well,
Scientific.
Yeah, so I was just talking to somebody about this. I'm gonna try and grab some fucking
Some potato
TNT
sculptures.
potato action figures.
That's awesome. Yeah. Idaho. I think it's the first band I've heard of playing Idaho. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I don't even know where Idaho is. Like, you could open up a map
don't
and I'd be
either.
like,
Okay,
where
I
the fuck
wouldn't
is
say
Idaho?
No,
that
actually, you know,
on
I do.
our
I
show.
know
That
what it's
just makes
I know
you-
what it's shaped like on a map.
I have no idea.
It's like a backwards L.
I don't even know the last time I've looked at a map.
All I know
You're just
is,
making
like
yourself
Luco
sound
says,
pretty
we're gonna
pathetic.
rock their cocks off.
We're going to rock their kicks off.
Wait, what?
Okay.
We're going to rock their potatoes off.
Everybody keep your cocks in
Do
your
you
pants.
know who you
Potato
play with
cats.
in Idaho?
Who do we play with in Idaho?
Well,
Well, I mean, it's a tour package, of
It's
course.
a
Yeah.
tour package.
I'm not sure. Of the
And then
opening
I don't know if
bands.
I'm not entirely familiar with the logo.
Yeah, the other band that we're touring with, they're the ones who know a lot of info for
they
some
got
of the
the-
shows.
What's their name
Flatline.
again?
Flatline,
Flatline?
from California.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to find everybody on Instagram.
Cool. They're tight.
Very cool. Now, after Idaho, you go
We go to Spokane, Washington,
great place.
Spokane.
or
Washington.
Spokane.
So that's
Is it
another.
Spokane or Spokane? Who knows?
Who knows?
Do you guys know the? No, I mean I was kind of asking.
Another
Do you know the
city. It'll be
answer?
our.
Do you
It'll
know
be
the
our
answer?
first time there again.
yeah.
Spokane or Spokane? Spokane.
I mean again.
Hell, I can't even pronounce Washington.
Washington.
Luco?
I'm actually going to look up where Idaho is. I have no idea.
I'm gonna look up the pronunciation of Spokane
Oh, we
and
stuck
or
at-
Spokane.
I think
stuck
it's
on Idaho.
Spokane.
I think
Yeah, I think
Spokane?
so.
Spokane.
Spokane.
Yeah.
Let's find out.
Sounds
See what
like
the internet says.
Pretty sure. See, yeah.
Spokane. It looks like Spokane.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kane at the
Hey,
end.
what do you know? There's
Was
Idaho.
that Donald Duck? What was that just said that?
What?
What?
I heard there's a duck in the room.
Damn. Man,
Was
it's
it
the
what
first
you
time I've looked
imagined
at a
it
map
looked
in
like?
Forever. Oregon. I forgot that's a place. You could go there.
They
Just
got ducks,
stop
right?
They
talking.
got ducks. They got a trail.
Is it Oregon or Oregon?
I don't know.
Oregon.
I'm gonna go with Oregon.
Oregon.
I say Oregon.
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 It's Oregon.
All right, so
Guts.
Spokane. Where are you playing at in Spokane?
2 Clicks. A hardcore band from there. Who else?
I think he said where.
Where?
Did you say where?
Oh yeah. Give me the dirty details.
Spokane, a venue called The Pin.
The pin.
We're playing with 2 Clicks, hardcore band from Seattle, I believe. Keep in Check from Spokane, and then the tour package.
So, what are you guys driving? You guys driving? You guys are like a
Vans.
van?
Van.
Yeah, vans.
12 passenger vans.
Yeah.
Damn. You renting these vans, or you got
Yeah.
a van?
Yeah,
We're renting
Yeah,
them.
we got to
We're-
rent them.
re-rented them motherfuckers.
I've heard so many horror stories. Like, yeah, we bought this van for $500.
Fuck that.
We got like
Exactly.
one
Yeah,
state
we don't,
over.
fuck, we don't want to go through any of that.
Yeah, 10 days.
Yeah.
Waiting about
They,
that.
they,
man.
Putting a lot of miles.
they give it to us with full oil, full everything ready to go. You know, I ain't gonna fucking.
Yeah. How's it pronounced? Put it up to the
Spokane.
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 Ah,
I'm gonna keep saying Spokane because WWE.
whatever.
Yeah, for
It
real.
sounds better as Spokane. There's an E at the
Spokane.
end, right?
Brother, Destruction Kane, man.
Kane.
Spokane.
Kane.
Spokane.
Okay. All right.
So I'm trying to find 2 Clicks on
After
Instagram.
It's probably gonna be hard.
And it
to
comes
find.
with 2 chicks that click, 2 chicks that click, 2 chicks and a click photo booth. Nothing. So you got to get on that.
Okay. 2 chicks and a photo click.
Yeah, after that, we're playing Bremerton, Washington.
That
across
is an
the
awesome place.
Across the state.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yes, you're gonna have to take a ferry.
Let's do it.
Just so you
That's
know,
tight.
That
That's
is
the
so
tightest
cool.
thing I've ever heard.
it's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
It's an hour away from Seattle.
You'll
Haven't
love
we
it.
been there?
Yeah, that's why you have to take a ferry. That's a 45-minute ferry
We're playing
right
at
across
the Charleston.
the Puget Sound.
The Charleston.
Charleston.
Don't
Morgan,
forget to dance.
have we
Yes,
been there?
Luco, we've been there. That's why I'm telling them it's
The
awesome.
Charleston.
You've been there.
done been there once. What did we do there?
Ride the ferry.
They're talking. Let them talk.
I'm trying to give them
Your
ideas.
sister lives there.
I guess my sister lives there.
She's
crazy.
We'll talk later. Continue.
Okay, I'm just
I
trying
have
to
a
give you ideas.
scrapbook. I'll show you and refresh
Hit
your
up-
memory.
Hit up some fucking. What did we hit up when we were out there?
Luco, fucking stop talking. Let them
All
tell
right,
their
all
story.
right. Just trying to give them some ideas.
We are playing.
They're on tour. How many things do you think they'll be able to do?
Who are
As
we
many as they
playing
want.
with? We are playing with Forever Convicted, Malevolent Breed. and that's it.
Malevolent breed.
Malevolent.
I got you, boo.
Thank you. Malevolent.
Malevolent.
Okay.
Oh shit! It is malevolent. Good.
Hey, bro, you forgot your glasses, didn't you?
Brother man.
All right, where are you going after that?
After that, where the fuck are we going?
I think Sacramento.
No.
No, I'm wrong.
Yes.
Yes, Sacramento, North California.
NorCal. Sacramento at the boardwalk, and I don't know who we're playing with.
We will find out more details in the next couple days, actually, about the days and
Oh, wow.
I mean about what bands are playing with us and stuff like that. But that's actually I'm very excited to play Sacramento, so that's going to be really fun.
And you're also excited to play the next day in Murrieta. Why?
Murrieta. So the band that we're playing with there's two really good bands. There's two good bands that we're playing with. It's One Choice, which is a really awesome straight edge band from Southern California, and then we're gonna play with the Eulogy, which is former members of Agnostic Front and Madball, which are
Whoa.
two of my
excited for
favorite
that, man.
Oh, that's
awesome
Super excited for that.
bands. So that's gonna be a really awesome show. I'm excited. I feel like a little kid when I see that flyer. I'm just like, I don't want to do the tour, but I definitely want to do it now. And they're showing me the flyer, and it looks better than any shoes that I own.
We're also playing with Chin Check.
Oh, Chin Check is also on that. That's actually a really good
Yeah.
band as well. I was checking out their music the other day. Very in your face, hardcore as well.
There's a place called Chili Whack. Just thought you guys should know.
Where in Sacramento?
It's in Canada, just over the border. And there's two Vancouvers. There's a Vancouver, Canada, and a Vancouver. Oh my gosh! What the fuck?
Just keep talking. Ignore him. I don't know what he's doing.
What state is that?
First time looking at a map since.
First time looking at maps
Apparently.
since grade school, brah.
That's why he
Vancouver,
was, that's why he was a
Washington.
D student.
Yeah, fucking straight D
Yeah.
student,
I
baby.
just want to throw it out there. I love playing Southern California. It's one of my favorite places to play. We have a lot of friends out there, and they always take care of us, and they're always making sure we're good and fed. And you know that's a really hard thing to do because I eat everything that I see. So shout out to those guys for making
After
sure.
that, we're playing at another amazing fucking city, Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Hell yeah.
Watch out.
Probably.
And that's gonna be a fucking violent show.
Watch
That's
out
gonna
for
be like
aliens.
the craziest show we're gonna be on there. That's gonna
Probably.
be great.
That's the
hoping
peak
so.
right there. Yeah.
Dude.
Like nobody is safe that day, and I'm excited for that.
No safe space.
Do you guys have friends out there that you're playing with those dates?
We're actually playing there with Shorefees 5'9" again, because they're gonna be on tour with Chamber of Malice from Germany.
So two tours are meeting up for that one.
Yeah.
That's badass.
Yeah, and Honorable Death is jumping on that show, and they are from Albuquerque.
Yeah. They're jumping on the whole tour after that date.
Yeah.
Albuquerque.
At Honorable Death.
Honorable Death 505, Albuquerque Hardcore.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Check out their music video Noose. I'm following all these guys on Instagram so then I can follow them playing your
They're all
shows.
gonna call us and hit us up like this same person is following all our bands.
And you just tell them the Metal Experience says what's up.
And then you tell him Luco doesn't know how to use Instagram.
It's all
I
me.
don't know how to use Instagram.
Or maps.
Or maps. I haven't looked at a map in years.
Oh my god.
Sorry, we're in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Where are we going after that?
Amarillo, Texas.
Amarillo for the white people here. No.
Or the Chicanos that don't know Spanish. Gotta-
Who's that?
Not us, that's for sure.
Definitely not us.
You guys aren't playing.
Me.
You guys aren't playing dumbass Texas.
Stupid old Texas.
So what's going down in Texas?
Dumbass Texas is right
Who
there.
are you playing?
There's a
with?
dumb-
No way. That's actually a city.
So as of now, that show is still, it's one of the last shows to get booked. So right now the promoter's working out what local bands he's going to throw in and stuff like that. And I think he's still actually looking for a venue. He got a place and everything, so, but then I guess it's double booked. So he hit me up saying like, hey, I'm going to get it booked. I'm just going to change where it's going to be at. So he's going to figure all that stuff out. Then this is the thing about touring a lot of times with hardcore and metal bands, that a lot of times last minute or probably a week before the tour, stuff gets changed around. It could get really frustrating, but it's actually very convenient sometimes, because there will be spots where they're like, oh, well, we don't want any moshing going on. And then when they change it, the place to the next place, it's like, oh, yeah, don't worry about it.
It's a bit more DIY.
More, right. So
It'll be like last minute. They'll be like, fuck it, let's just play at this fucking garage.
Yeah, destroy my house.
Yeah.
Don't tell me destroy something.
I like those shows better. With
House
Johnny,
shows.
I've played fucking huge shows, and like I'd rather play smaller shows just 'cause
I like when
it's
people
more energy.
I like when people are in my face and knocking me over.
It's more intimate.
More intimate. Kids climbing on me. It's awesome.
You love kids climbing on you.
Well, I didn't mean it like that. I meant like kids climbing on me
You
to
made
sing
this
my
very
lyrics.
weird.
There's
Okay,
a
so
place
from
called Dongola.
from Texas, where do you go?
Dongola, Illinois.
Are you done talking?
Yeah.
Okay.
After that,
Last date we're all gonna be playing at is Kansas City, Missouri.
at Bubba Spins.
Yes.
So this guy has shows at his house.
This guy's fucking cool.
He has a lot of metal and hardcore shows
What's
at
his
his house. Bubba Spin.
Bubba
Bubba
Spit?
Spin.
Bubba, Uncle
His name
Bubba.
is Bubba.
Uncle Bubba.
Bubba Spit?
Spins.
Spins. I'm gonna find him on Instagram.
You will.
You-
Bubba Spin.
He keeps everybody fed at the show.
Yeah.
He'll make food for everybody. He literally is like at the back of the grill, and then he'll come in with like these trays of food for everybody. Like everybody dig in hot dogs, burgers.
Kettle chips.
That's dad, man.
That's the way to do it. What a great guy.
So
Southern food
we
He
is
actually
best.
live streams a lot of his shows on Facebook.
Yeah. So we have a funny story about playing that place. The guy that we took on tour with us last time to help us out, his name. Well, you guys remember Angel from Damnation?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
We took him on tour with us, and for the band that we were on tour with, Lucia, that's from Albuquerque. This guy, he got in the pit for their last song, and he knocked
For the first time on
for
tour.
the first time on the tour. He knocked him and this other person out through a window.
Window
Window door, whatever you want
glass
to call
door.
it. Glass door.
Window
Window door.
Angel did?
Angel
Yeah,
and
Angel.
And Angel got some pretty bad cuts where he would look at him. He's like, man, it hasn't healed yet. I think we might have to go to the hospital.
Oh, God.
And I looked at him, dude, we don't have time for the hospital. Suck it up. Put some tape over it.
Put some
Gotta
fucking
get
salt
to the
in it.
next.
Put some salt in it.
He was bleeding for like the next 3 days.
Nice, dude.
Yeah, he
Pretty metal.
pretty metal, if you ask me.
Bubba was actually pretty stoked. Nah, not really.
He was. He
I
just
mean,
didn't make
was
a
like-
big deal
He was
out of it.
surprised because he said after like how many years he's been throwing shows there?
And that's the
Eight
first
Three or
time.
five.
Oh, really?
So,
That's the first time anyone's
Long
gone
time.
through my window
So-
Yeah,
door.
basically.
so window. So Angel just destroyed that glass door. probably one of the funniest things I ever saw.
That's fucking hilarious.
It was hilarious, and you know what? He took it pretty cool.
The other guy too, man.
The other guy too, he got like a cut on
Give him
his
props.
palm. And I remember when he fell through, his band member just yelled out, "I guess we're not practicing this week."
Oh, that's epic.
I'm like, wow, I guess they care more about practice.
I would have been real late to that practice.
Oh my god.
So is that where the tour ends, or we got?
So, I'm allowed to talk about this to a minimum. August
Okay.
25th,
Oh.
we through and through will have a show in the neighborhood we're from,
Okay.
and that's all I can talk about.
Damn
That's
you.
all I can say. I'm sorry.
So technically, there is a Chicago there.
So yeah,
So that's the last show of the tour.
the
Back
20
home.
Through and through.
For
yeah, for through and
yeah,
through,
yeah.
and then close to South Illinois, they have a show going on.
Steger,
in
Illinois.
Steger, Illinois.
Yeah, Black Mass has a show in Stager. We're not sure yet if we're gonna do it or not, but for sure we have honorable death on it, and we're gonna take care of those guys. And we got a bunch of other great bands, but they're gonna end up headlining it. And
Black
This
Mass
is-
is playing too.
this is
so,
barely
yeah.
our second show there, and it's actually at my house, but we're gonna try to start expanding the hardcore scene out to the south, to the burbs, because I mean we have a bad rep, but as long as we
Wait, what do you mean you have a bad rap?
well, they're like, oh, I mean it's not us, but it's other bands that like ruin it for the bands that are actually dedicated to it.
Or
And,
it's
like,
Angel throwing himself through window
Make sure
doors.
Angel's watched if he shows up at your show. You don't want
No,
your
we
parents getting mad at
after
you.
that we're
Pretty
like
much just
Angel.
unnecessary.
We're like no more
childhood
pitting for
drama.
Go
you.
stand in a corner.
Yeah, and end of the day, it's just we're just trying to bring the hardcore to the suburbs,
in the most positive way.
in the most positive way, so those kids can know like, hey, there's some really good fucking music out in the city, and it's just not us, and it's just not one style, it's many styles, and everybody should feel welcome into this. Not just hardcore, thrash, speed, slams, whatever you guys want to call it. If you like it and you're dedicated to it, come out and then play, and then we'll book. We'll do what we can to the best of our ability, and that's what it's all about. It's all love.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. And Flatline's gonna continue the day after. I think they're gonna go back to California and play with Chamber of Malice from Germany for a festival called Chamberfest.
Chamberfest.
Yeah. It's a stacked fucking fest.
Okay.
The lineup, he means the lineup is going to be really
Yeah,
great.
that-
The
It's gonna be
lineup is
dope.
popping, man.
I wish we were playing that too.
But our tour's going the other way.
Yeah.
And that tour, that's why we meet down in Albuquerque.
That's still
So-
pretty sweet when two tours combine for one show and then you guys go off another. That's
Right.
pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Nothing more metal than that.
Yeah, we just try to keep everybody afloat, just everybody out there.
So, all right. So Black Mass, have you guys gone? You guys have not gone on. This is gonna be your first tour.
Yeah, first
Yes,
tour.
for sure.
So, you guys will find this out. But for through and through, who is the worst person in the band going on tour with?
Am I allowed to?
Who's the fartiest? Who's the smelliest? Who's the not the worst band? I mean,
Is this
who's
for
the
Black
worst
Mass to
member?
answer?
Hey, how about you ask us every category and we'll answer?
All right, who's the fartiest on tour?
Romario.
Me.
He just drinks so much coffee on tour.
It has nothing to do with the coffee because I drink coffee every day.
Who's got?
It's the Denny's that we fucking stop at every night.
Who's the smelliest other than the farty?
I think we all have pretty good hygiene, actually.
Yeah, well,
Okay. Okay.
pretty
We
much
are-
is the feet smelling. That's pretty much
The
like
feet smell. Who's got
Yeah.
the worst feet smell then?
I think Sergio. Or
Romario.
Romario.
It might be
Sergio
me
Romario.
It's Romario again.
It might be me sometimes.
No, I got pretty bad smelling feet sometimes.
We all do.
Yeah, we all do. I mean, it goes.
Who eats the most on tour?
Who
Probably
eats the
me.
most? Probably Izzy.
Yeah.
Who sleeps the most on tour?
Ruben. Or Izzy.
No,
It's a tie.
I do.
It's a tie.
They're a tie.
Who complains the most on tour?
Ruben.
Sergio.
Sergio.
Who has
No,
the dumbest
no.
moments on tour?
Ruben.
Wait, what?
The dumbest moments.
Ruben.
I don't even know how that I don't even know what he's talking about. Half of the time, I'm like, I disappear to to handle shit that's going to go on for the next day.
It's not true.
So
Then we find them gambling.
Who brings the most pairs of shoes on tour?
Probably me.
He just wants everybody to say Ruben.
I brought like,
I will not take good shoes on tour.
yeah.
Actually, yeah, I don't know.
That's
I brought like
insane.
3 different pairs and slides.
Yeah, actually, I think maybe Izzy. I
4
brought, like,
pairs.
I
Who
brought
takes
maybe 1 or 2.
the most
Yeah, 4
pictures?
pairs. Romario.
Romario.
Oh
brings
yeah,
a camera.
I bring a film camera on tour. I like to take photos. I took a photography growing up. So
Who does all the driving?
Me.
Izzy or Sergio?
Izzy, I thought you do most of the sleeping. How are you doing most of the driving?
driving. I think Sergio drove the most this last tour.
He did.
Sergio, I think Sergio drove the most this last tour.
Who misses home the most?
Ruben by far.
Yeah. Usually halfway through
I
the
do too, but I don't say.
halfway through the tour, I want to be home already. I'm just like,
I miss home a lot.
I think of my nieces and like my mom, and because I'm a big mama's boy.
Can you
so-
ask who snores the loudest?
Who snores the second loudest?
Izzy. no. Ruben snores the first, second, and third. loudest.
Who makes the most friends on tour?
I think all.
Me and Ruben.
Yeah.
No, but we all do.
No.
We're all
We all do.
Yeah, I don't
we
know.
all
That's
do.
that's a tough one. Yeah.
Who comes back with the most other bands' merch?
Sergio.
I have like 2 or 3 things, and Sergio's like, oh,
I might
well.
buy one thing. Serge buys one like at every
He's
show.
like, I have
Goes
wardrobe
crazy.
for the next year.
Yeah, he buys like 1 shirt per
Sergio's
show.
amazing.
Who buys the most souvenirs?
Me.
Romario.
Me. I try to get like at least a magnet of whatever city we're at. If we come across it, like at a gas station or something.
We'll think up more. Let's play another track. We've done a lot of talking, and we still have one more left to do off of the EP. What's the last track called off of the newest one?
Sidetrack.
Sidetracked. We did get very sidetracked. So here is another through
Very true.
song.
Perfect.
Enjoy some more hardcore.
More than you should.
Hey, this is Pete.
Tanner.
And we're Bloodletter, and you're listening to
Experience.
Sorry, we got sidetracked. I'm Morgan Danielle.
I'm Lugo Blaze. Morgan didn't tell me what we played.
I just said it, you asshole. We're here with Through and Through and Black Mass, and we heard Sidetracked.
Sidetracked, that's right.
Obviously,
We
because I
heard
just
Morgan.
mentioned it.
Morgan, we've just played Sidetracked.
Mm-hmm.
I thought you meant we actually got sidetracked.
did.
Because we have been.
A number of times.
Multiple times.
That's our night.
Tits for picks. Picks for tits.
And we can't
What?
talk about
Tits for
And
picks.
we can't talk about sports, Morgan. Come
No,
on.
we can't.
We're not.
I have rules.
I guess we're not talking about sports. I
No,
mean, I
we're
wanted
not.
to talk about the World
You're
Cup.
saying
but-
sports, you're talking
So-
about sports. There you go. Done.
Ruben, what about the World Cup did you want to talk about?
No, I'm gonna follow Morgan's rules.
Just tell me the
We're gonna
most
talk-
vague thing about
No.
World Cup that you
No.
want to talk about.
I can't. I'm gonna. I'm
we
gonna,
need to talk to Black
I want
Mass.
to say goal reviews.
What is
Because
the
Fuck was that?
goal
about?
reviews?
Yeah, goal.
They
review.
review goals?
or foul reviews. Yep.
Wait. How can they review if it goes in the goal or not? It's a fucking giant
and
soccer
no
ball.
one can hear you. 'cause
Hey, they
we're
do that
talking
with hockey.
sports.
Why can't they do it with soccer?
What?
Same thing.
All right, 2 mics down. We're talking to Black Mass. Thanks for joining us, guys. I'm so excited that you guys came out, that we got to meet you guys as well. So thank you for coming. So tell us a little bit about the
This is
history
bullshit.
of Black Mass and how you guys formed.
So originally we were a three-piece, and we were formerly known as LVC. This was about a few years ago. I think that's when we started. It was just three of us.
What does LVC stand for?
It's in
all-
Spanish.
You can tell me. I'm a volunteer firefighter.
I don't believe him.
It was Los Vatos Crucifico. That just meant the Crucifix Brothers, but it was basically just like a
Kind of like a joke
yeah,
in
it was
a
like
sense.
a humor band. And then we started having like a decent reaction, and then we're like, man, let's just start writing some serious music. And then that's when like it caught Ruben's attention, it caught La Villita's attention, and they were like, hey man, your stuff's actually pretty decent. And then we're like, and then we talked it over, and we're like, man, we need to get a bass player. And we ended up getting Nick, that's in the band now. And with that being said, we recorded our first EP, which was Sal y Sangre, and that's Salt and Blood. We just took it as like a pastime, and it got like a decent amount of like tread work to it. It kind of picked up. So then we went on to record our second EP, and then with our second EP, we got a little bit more serious. And I think personally, I can speak for me and our former guitarist that it made the sound that we are now. And I mean, pertaining to tour and that category, these guys through and through are just one day we went to their buddy's show and their side project, Perpetual Defilement, their other band that some of the members are in. They're like, hey man, you guys want to go on tour or what's up? And I was like, fuck yeah, man, we're down, you know, like we've been waiting for this, so let's do it, you know?
It's like a break for us, and
Yeah.
we're really excited and really appreciative that they want to bring us on tour, and we're really excited. So that was a little information of who we are, and hopefully everyone else can like us just as, you know, Through and Through did. And we'll see how that goes.
Hey-o.
Where did you guys record your music at?
Yes. Well, our latest EP is called Nunca Miedo, and it's already in our Bandcamp. So both of our EPs are up there now. So that's
The second one, we recorded it with the Nook.
Nick Nativo!
Yeah. You know, the homie. I mean, we loved what he did with those channels, so we're like, man, let's just give it a try, you know, with their two latest releases. And then with our first one, we did it with Micah Bellevue. He's in like a power thrash band, I guess you would say, if you want to get specific about it, called Bear Bong, and He does his own
Bear
like
bong?
Yeah, bear bong.
Like bear and then bong.
Yeah.
You
Beer
can find
bong.
them on Instagram.
Yeah, it's like Baby Dillinger escape plan.
I want to
basically.
see bears and bongs.
I want a beer and a bong.
Yeah.
It's bear or
Oh,
beer?
Like bear,
Beer.
yeah, like man, like
Bear, Luco.
yeah, like
Beer.
brown bear, bong, yeah.
Yeah,
Bong.
beer
Like Chicago Bear.
is not in that.
Yeah, like
Beer
Chicago
bong.
Bears.
Like drinking
Yes!
beer in Chicago.
Oh,
Gotcha.
they call themselves punk hardcore grind power
Yeah.
violence. Wow, that's
Talk
aggressive.
about a subgenre.
Beer bong, barely an EP. I like them already.
Bear.
This is perfect.
Yeah, those guys are cool, man, and he helped
Sweet.
us out a lot, writing and recording. And I mean, I know it's cliche, but every guy we go to, it helps us improve ourselves as writing. And I mean, we're all new to this stuff, so it helps, and we got better and better. And I mean, now with for future stuff, either EP or either like a split, whatever we plan to do in the future, in the long run, we know what to do independently and who to go to, more than just going by word of mouth or just like having this large pool of recommendations, you know. So I mean, slowly but surely we're like making ourselves more independent than what people say and stuff like that.
We're on the ladder to success, so hopefully we get up there.
Nice. And where can everybody find you guys on the internet? I found you on Instagram already. I'm following you, but anywhere else that you guys are accessible on?
Facebook, we do a lot of activity there. We post stuff on what we're doing, and mostly just Facebook and Instagram, and in our Bandcamp. So those are the 3 social medias that we're actively on.
Awesome. That's exciting. We'll talk a little bit more with both of you guys in just a second, but first, Luco's got some things to say.
I do?
Now it's time for
Hey man, look what I found!
Only on the Metal Experience.
Woo! All right, this week, just like every week, is always brought to you by our friends at Imprint Recordings. Your music, your imprint. Visit imprintrecordings.com for more information for all your recording needs. I had to burp again. This week is one of this month's Reverb Nation contest winners. Morgan tells me. Let's see. This is what we will also be doing a written interview with the band soon, as well as an album review as soon as we're able to get the music and listen to it. What do you mean? We
The
haven't gotten
album
the music?
releases August 24th.
Oh,
so
once we
as
get the
soon as
album.
they send it to us,
Gotcha. That makes
we
more
will
sense.
have somebody write something up.
So
for them.
this
But I
band
don't have them
is
yet.
from Lansing, Michigan. The band is called Heart of Jordan. Michael Jordan, I
No.
wonder. The Heart of Michael Jordan? The greatest basketball player that ever lived. So this one's called, the band is Heart of Jordan. And that makes a lot of sense. Michael Jordan. He had more heart. He's all heart, motherfucker.
He's 80% heart, 20% alcohol.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So this track is called
LeBron
Deny.
James is better.
And that's off the Get the Fuck Out of Here with that shit.
No sports talk.
This track is called Deny off the band's upcoming debut album that releases August 24th. Let's do it. This is Deny by Heart of Jordan.
Loyal salvation, breathe life into you. through your eyes. Can we figure out in time? There's a way we're so vacant, broken, complacent. Can we figure out this?
This is Fire, listening to the Metal Experience.
Hell yeah.
Whoa, brah. That was Heart of Jordan from Lansing, Michigan. Check those motherfuckers out. That was the song Deny.
Sick.
Off the band's upcoming debut album that releases August 24th. Morgan, that's real soon.
Yeah, that's at the end of
Hey, good
August.
job. And that was, again, brought to you by our friends at Imprint Recordings. Your music, your imprint. Visit imprintrecordings.com for more information for all your recording needs. Again, this is the Metal Experience. We are rocking out here with Through and Through and Black Mass.
Yo.
Morgan?
Hey. Yeah.
You want to goof?
Goof. Sure.
Just
we
new
can-
boot goofing?
Oh, yeah.
New boot goofing.
New boot goof.
You guys know what I'm talking about?
Let's do it.
Let's new boot goofing.
So far for 2018, what has been your favorite music release? Any artists?
Is this transcending hardcore or
It could be
specific to
anything.
hardcore?
It could be anything. Like what have you been jamming that came out this year that you're super stoked
I
about?
think about this all the time.
Ruben, it's music, not shoes.
Okay.
Shoes.
I'd like to say I've been listening to Post Malone's new album a lot.
Post Malone.
Is that after Karl Malone?
You mean one of the greatest power forwards to ever play the game of basketball, number 32 from the Utah Jazz.
Yeah,
Shout out
leading-
Karl Malone. That's my
the
boy.
NBA's
Are we
leading
talking
scorer.
sports again?
What?
What?
No, we're not talking sports.
Post Malone.
My top album,
is
2018.
after Karl Malone.
Kali Uchis, Isolation. R&B
Kali
singer.
Uchis?
Yeah, Colombian singer. Awesome. Well, she's technically born in America. No, I think she's
Oh,
half
he's all
American.
about the looks, not the voice.
No, what are you talking? No, that is not true at all.
I am ashamed of you,
That is
Romario.
not true. She can sing like an angel. No, but it is really good music. Check that out. Rap album, Saba. He's from the west side of Chicago. He dropped an album called Care For Me. Very conceptual. That's a good album. Hardcore wise, though, since this is a hardcore experience, Toronto band called Milspec. They just dropped an
No
EP.
spec?
Milspec?
Milspec.
They dropped an EP called Changes. It's pretty good. Really good, actually.
He showed it to me the other day.
Yeah, that's a really good release.
Is that one or two L's?
It's MIL-spec.
Hoifen.
Like in all these bands.
Yeah. They're from Toronto. I'm going to go catch them next month.
Izzy, favorite release of 2018? You don't even know.
I don't know.
I'm with you.
Actually, not even because they're here, but Black Mass, that was the only their
Boom.
EP they came out with was only one
Very good EP.
that I knew the release
Check that out, y'all.
of. Like, I haven't been paying attention to shit.
All right, Black Mass. Favorite release of 2018 so far? Any genre. What's your favorite that's come out this year?
I mean, I don't listen to what I play just for the simple fact that I don't want to, like, I have this tendency of, like, playing what I hear, and then I'm just going to get writer's block. But in that sense, I mean, that little girl, Billie Eilish, man, she got some pretty good stuff going on. If we're
Billie
going to go.
Eilish?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What kind of music is that?
It's like, man, I don't even know. Like,
It's like
what would you say? Do like electronic? Like,
it's like sad electronic music.
sad
electronic.
Yeah, she's weird,
It's
but
like a hybrid.
hip-hop vibe to it.
Yeah,
I
she's
thought of
cool.
a release.
It's like an indie.
Yeah.
Oh, is he
It's
thought
like
of?
indie.
It's an upcoming
Is he thought of a
artist.
release?
Yeah.
You thought of another one?
Yeah. But my other band, Johnny, 23.
I like our album, our new
He's just
album.
gonna throw that
Oh,
in there.
you butthole.
Next.
Band. My favorite album is my band's album.
Oh, we forgot
I'm sorry. I like listening to
Delinquents on the Quest for
I was gonna
Delinquents
mention
album was
Delinquents.
badass. Yeah.
Quest for
There's
Truth.
this
On
hardcore
the
band from
quest for
Wisconsin.
truth.
Very awesome EP. I'm actually featured on the EP.
Oh, I'm actually featured.
Also,
That's why he likes it so much.
there's just so
It's
many
really good.
bands that brought out stuff like our good friends of ours, 2 Minute Minor.
2 Minute Minor.
Yeah, they're another album I'm featured.
Yeah,
in.
actually, that's what we listen to the most.
Mostly just
Anything
local
that
bands.
Ruben's featured in.
Pretty much.
No, local bands. Like that's why I was into
Yeah,
fucking-
2 Minute Minors is called Blood on Our Front Stoop. Very very good, like old school youth crew, skinhead, hardcore punk. I like it. I like the old school stuff a lot more. So
Okay. We got one more. One more. Favorite release of 2018. Spotlight's on you.
Impending Doom's
You
pretty
can
good.
do it. I
Oh
believe
yeah,
in you.
Impending Doom. They haven't released anything in like several years since their last full length, and it's really awesome to see that they starting music up again. Because I know their vocalist had some time off because he had a baby, and now that it's really cool to see that they're getting back in the studio. They're really active now, and hopefully they'll come by over here and play a Chicago date, because the last time they were in town was 2012 in at the Camelot, which no longer exists in Indiana. But we'll see what happens.
I know what
Hopefully they'll come
Camelot
out
is,
over here.
Luca.
So Impending
I
Doom.
thought of
It's
another
awesome.
release.
Are you in it?
More? No, I'm not actually.
Is Ruben in it?
He's not.
Good one. Good one.
But no, I'm really not into this type of genre or whatever. But a local band from our neighborhood that's like putting in mad work is Habitats, and they released a bunch of music. And
the song they
this
just
whole
released,
year-
they released a video called "The Mess You Made."
Yeah.
So that was actually pretty cool.
I like that video. I felt the video is them playing in their living room, or like one of the members' living room, and I felt like I was in there.
As they say on their
Just
Instagram,
chilling.
they're Chicago sad boys.
Yeah.
Chicago Sad Boys.
There you go.
Morgan, what's your favorite release of 2018?
It's going back and forth right now. I have a couple, and I don't want to say them because you keep hating on me.
Let's hear. What are they?
I love the new Parkway Drive.
Oh, garbage.
I love it. I love
Garbage.
it. I love
Garbage. No, actually, I thought it was good.
It's so different than their other
If
albums.
you say "As I
Upon the
Lay
Burning
Die,"
Body.
my own great.
They released one song that's not an album. Jesus.
It's still something released.
That's true. Their songs are really long.
They did, and they've even said that they grew out of the metalcore genre. So whatever they're doing now, like I can't categorize it because it's a mix of so many different elements that they put into their sound now.
I kind
that-
of hate when bands say we grew out of that genre.
Well, I mean, they
What are you, Avenged
they
Sevenfold?
did.
I mean, they just say that they felt like playing another genre.
No, they just want to make enough money. That's what they really mean.
Oh yeah.
Like that art.
eh.
Yeah.
And I really like a Storm's album Catacombs. That's been up there too. They're an awesome band from New Zealand that I found out about like 3 years ago. Luco, stop making faces.
I don't know who that is.
I really like them.
I can't rip on him because I don't know who it is.
So those
Morgan,
are
what's
two of my favorite.
my
And I'm
favorite-
looking forward to the new Beartooth. I fucking want that new album right now in my fucking
It's not
hands.
gonna happen.
It happens. It's releasing in September. I'm pre-ordering it when I get back
Why are you
from
staring
vacation.
me down?
I just feel so angry and I want to punch
Tekashi
something.
6ix9ine,
And you're what I'm
Fifi.
looking
No, I'm just
at.
playing.
I want. I love everything Beartooth
Oh
has
my
made,
God.
and I want it right now.
Morgan, what's my favorite album of 2018?
None,
Tekashi
because you're
6ix9ine.
stuck in the past.
Tekashi, stop bringing up 6ix9ine.
Fifi got that
You don't-
way,
you don't
got
have
that
anything, I
Ginger,
think,
got
that released
Super
this year
Soaker.
yet.
When did Harm's Way CD come out?
Oh wait, you're right.
I like-
Posthuman.
Yeah,
He's been
Posthuman.
obsessed
that
with
CD's fucking
Posthuman.
sweet.
Yeah,
Harm's
because
Way?
of me.
It's
by
different.
the
It's
way.
like it's a like new Harm's Way. Like it still has some of like its like background music that they did before, but now it's like it has like its own like
yeah.
genre in a sense. Like
I
it's their own music.
Worked backwards with that band. I found out about them because Sean McLennan, that was the writer for us, he posted a review of it that he had listened to it and was like, check this out. So I bought the CD off Amazon. I didn't really I watched the one music video that he had posted, and I bought Posthuman, and I automatically thought New Age Hatebreed for people that listened to Hatebreed and all that stuff before. I thought that it was definitely a newer sound for this generation. But I liked the aggressiveness of it, and I really thought Luca would like it. That's why I gave him the CD to listen to. Then he played it like a month straight in the shower, and I eventually had to take it out going, listen to something else.
I was naked.
I was like, you're ready for the Warped Tour. Just take it away.
So what was cool I actually went to Warped Tour only to see that band. Like I was like, I mean, whatever. But I really wanted to see Harm's Way.
And then we saw Necrogoblicon.
Necrogoblicon was
and they
pretty cool
fucking were amazing.
Yeah, those guys are awesome.
And now I'm obsessed with just their goblin
with
videos.
John Goblicon.
Right now.
Goblicon? Is that a last name? That's a real
John
last name?
Goblicon.
Yeah, it's like
I'm going to send you the interviews to Through and Through's page, and you
Please
guys
do.
are going to like laugh your asses off.
Goblicon.
I want the metal experience to be like John Goblicon's interviews.
Goblicon.
Like,
You know what was cool
it's
with Warped Tour
fantastic.
also? So it was raining, and I was like, I had a sleeveless shirt, and it would, get a little cold, but then it'd warm up, and then it would rain again, and it was like, fuck, man, like I gotta buy something, and it just so happened that Harm's Way was selling fucking windbreakers, and this thing was
It's
it's a thick windbreaker, and it
That
was
has a kangaroo
fucking
pouch.
perfect. I'm super
it's got like
stoked.
It's got like a
for my
pocket in front
fucking-
that has like these two little snaps, like a mini
got two
fanny
little
pack
snappies?
on your
Cool.
on your tummy.
And I am so stoked that Harm's Way had
So it says Harm's Way on the front, and
the
on the back
perfect-
it's got Metal Blade
That's
Records.
sick.
jacket
And
that I bought.
he kind of looks like an old man.
Me?
I like
Wait, signed to
windbreakers.
metal?
I like windbreakers. So
No,
Dude,
I
it's
thought it
perfect.
was a smart move. It's
No,
different.
Okay.
It's like Through and Through
And
sandals.
I look like an old man, I
Hey,
guess.
There you go.
I don't
No,
know.
I'm
It's
kidding.
okay.
But
I'm
just-
88 on the inside, so it's
It
cool.
really it worked perfectly for the rain.
That's a
I just
good
kept
one.
popping that bad boy on and taking it off would stop raining.
Yeah.
Oh, so happy that I didn't. Yeah, I wasn't like, oh yeah, I bought this fucking hoodie of this band I don't even really like, but it was raining, so I needed something. So yes, Harvest Way, and I'm super stoked. I can't wait to wear it. I'm gonna wear it all the time. I want to put it on right now. I just want to wear it. I just
He
wanna
hasn't
roll
worn it
around
since
with
Warped
it.
Tour. It's hanging on the coat rack.
It's
He's
'cause
waiting
it's
till it
been
rains
like
again.
100 degrees out.
No, it hasn't.
I just want to wear it. I want to roll around. And I
Fall's
just wanna
coming up.
Wear it and then roll around some more
There you
and
go.
then wear it.
All right. Well, this is
and
getting
roll
weird. Let's go
around.
over some announcements that's going on.
What announcements you got, Morgan?
Well, obviously not that you want to roll around in a windbreaker. Jesus.
I love rolling around in windbreakers.
Oh my God. Because that's a thing that you do in your pastime.
Oh, you know what? Turnstile's new album was good.
Turnstile. What kind of music is that?
Turnstile, hardcore. They're a hardcore band.
It's like
Yeah, this is not
happy,
the metal
energetic.
experience today. This is a hardcore experience today.
There you go. I
okay?
was really
Well,
trying to
I've
think of it. What
obviously
fucking
liked all
hardcore
these
album
bands on Instagram, so I can look them up
Turnstile.
and I can change my life forever and just become a hardcore straight edge kid like you, Ruben.
What would you say, Harms? What would you say, Harms?
Everyone
Way-
wants to be like me. No, I'm
What
playing.
genre would you say Harms?
That was
Way
good,
is?
Morgan. Way to join the making fun of Ruben train.
I don't know. I think Angel takes the.
Metallic hardcore
Yeah.
I personally think
Takes the
that
cake for
Harm's
that.
Way is trying to do what Vane is trying to do, and everybody that thinks it's the right thing to do, and that's just like trying to reinvent the steel, but everything's already done, man. Like Harm's Way is cool and all, but Vane is just Slipknot. Vane is Slipknot and Dillinger Escape Plan, and if you go back to Dillinger Escape Plan.
Vane.
All that aggressiveness, Dillinger did it first, and I respect all those bands, man. But y'all gotta
It's
pay
crazy.
the piper, man.
If
Like,
anybody knows Greg of Dillinger Escape Plan, I've been listening to his band, The Black Queen. How different that band
Yeah.
is! It's
Never heard of it.
insane.
Yeah.
It's like electronic,
Arizona, the album.
kind of industrial, kind of mixed with like ambiance.
Yeah.
It's totally different than what Dillinger was. It's
That's an amazing
crazy.
singer.
I really like it though because I love his voice.
Have you heard?
It reminds me a little like Nine Inch Nails.
Have
Killer
you heard
Be
her
Killed.
Killer Be Killed?
I
Yeah,
love that album.
That band's the shit.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
That's a super
And
group
it-
too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the one with Max Cavalera?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. That album smacks.
I like Kiss.
Okay, good for you. All right, announcement time. Here we go. Our friends at Alter Perceptions are going on tour with God of Nothing, Raw Dog.
Raw Dog, bro.
That's crazy.
Some other bands I can't pronounce because they're crazy writing. But Face Your Maker is a tour, and they start September 27th.
That's crazy.
Through November 3rd. So
Raw Dog and Face Your Maker are the
check
homies.
that out. And then we have All Famous has just said they have a bunch of new stuff happening. They're introducing a new member this week. They have a new single, a new music video, a new disc, and a GoFundMe up. So go check out what All Famous is doing.
Morgan, really quick before
No.
we go any further.
No.
Raw Dog.
Raw
dude.
Dog.
Raw Dog.
Our friends at Programmable
Those are the brothers
Animal
from California.
are also going on tour starting August 12th in Evansville, Indiana. And they'll be playing with Head PE at the end of their tour, September 26th at the Forge. And then check
Raw
out
Dog, brah. Raw Dog.
Tuesday, August 7th at the Metal Shop. Paulo of Trivium and Sean of Repentance are going to be DJing with host DJ Nick Fury. You can win tickets to Demu Bogir, Scorched Tundra, Wolfhammer, Power Glove, Dope Throne, and many more. That's from 9 p.m. to 2 a.m.
What about Raw Dog?
Oh, totally. Victims also going on tour starting on the
Shout out
29th,
Victims.
which they're already on tour. So right now,
The homies.
they should have just passed through Denver as of yesterday. On the 4th, they've got a show in Washington, and then they're going to be going
They're getting
through their
ready
West
for
Coast and ending on August 23rd in Kansas City at Bubba Spins.
Yeah.
Bubba Spins.
Bubba Spins. Spin that shit, Bubba. Luco is...
Raw Dog in it,
Luco.
brah. Raw Dog in it.
Luco, you're releasing a CD this weekend. Hello. Do you have information on that?
I have no idea.
All right. Well, for Luco, that doesn't seem to care about his band, The Forms
I
They
always
Take.
forget. I'm so busy.
Volume 1, the
What's your
EP,
band's name?
is dropping at Livewire Lounge in Chicago Saturday,
Luco, you're in a
August 4th.
band?
You're in a band,
$10, 21 and up with no conviction, Bastards Asylum, Saluna, and Air Raid. Check out The Forms They Take.
Nice. That's going to be a sweet show. Too bad the Forms They Take is on it. It'd be way
Too
cooler if
bad
they
I'm
weren't.
not going. we
Thanks,
are
Morgan.
Luca are playing the Subterranean August
That's me.
26th. No, it's not. 8 p.m. It's $8.
Oh, Luca's cool. They're homies.
Luca is playing with Entrana.
Raw Dog.
No, they're playing with Entrana, Spark the Forest, and Dust Bath.
Raw
Check
Dog's the
that
shit.
shit out. You are very stupid. Also, check out an
Face
awesome
Your Maker,
show
too.
happening at Redmond's Pub in Chicago. It is with our friends in Wraith. They are playing with Night Terror and
Sick ass band.
Murder. MYD are their Repulsive Death
Murder.
from Joliet and Noose. That is August 10th at 8 p.m. $7.
How do you spell noose?
Noose,
Just
like a
making
noose.
sure.
And
Just making sure.
obviously, it's a noose picture.
A noose?
Our friends in Bullet to the Heart are sharing the stage with Butcher Babies, Hyro the Hero, and Titurek on
Tit?
Tuesday, August 7th at the Forge. It's all ages and $15 for standing room for
Wait.
that.
What's that band?
I don't know. It's Tetrarch. Tetrarch. I don't know. Orinoco is playing August 11th with Terraform, The Last 10 Seconds of Life. Doppelganger, Deaf Ear.
Doppelganger, Morgan.
and
Raw Dog, brah.
that will be at Underground Lounge in Chicago. It's $15, 21 and up, 6 p.m. doors. And our friends in Fool's Brew are playing a big show. Also with our friends in Dear Deadly and Reanimate the Fallen. A bunch of other local bands are playing with Tantric, Saliva, Puddle of Mud, and Shallow Side.
Damn, 90s as hell.
90s. It's in Lyle,
Throwback.
Illinois. Lyle, Illinois.
Fuck. For real.
Check
Puddle of
out.
Mud. Morgan, sing that one song by Puddle of Mud really quick.
Hate me. I don't know.
That's
I'm
a
moving on.
ripoff of Suicidal Tendencies. I Saw Your Mommy. It's the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Wait, how does this song go?
I don't know. I don't even remember. All I'm thinking of is Seether when I
the
think
whole
of Puddle
thing.
of Mud. So I
Well, I don't know the Puddle of Mud one, but it's like it's the exact same thing as. Just compare the songs.
Yeah,
Okay,
I have no idea.
Raw
But
dog.
Next week, we are not doing a show on a Thursday or on a Tuesday because I will be out of town. We are doing a show on Thursday, August 9th is our next time that we're going to be. Thursday, August 9th is the next time we are going to be doing another show.
Out of town this next Tuesday?
Yes, I am out of town on Tuesday. So we are doing.
Where am I going to be?
I don't know. August 9th, we are going to be at Fitz's Spirit Keys in Elmhurst. We are going to be re-interviewing Stolen Sun. We interviewed them back in June, and because of paranormal phenomenon, we lost the show. We were unable to save it, so we have re-invited the band back to re-record our first episode with them, play their songs again, talk to them again, not talk about the ghosts.
We won't talk about that.
We will not.
Ghosts?
So
What happened?
No.
we will talk
can't.
about it.
We'll talk about off air.
But we
We
are
won't go there
going to
again.
be having them back. So come out August 9th to Fitz's Spirit Keys. It's the only night we're doing a Thursday night. We will be here next week. That's all I got. Check out themetalexperience.com for more information, for upcoming guests, for our blog, Reviews from the Crypt, and for the Let's Chat Q&A sessions. And shout out to Small Town Mentality. I had sent them a bunch of stickers for them to hang up that they had requested for their, Wall of Fame.
Are you sucking on your phone?
And for people to check out. And they featured us on all of their social media for sending them all of our care package. So they're really cool. They've got an awesome show in Wyoming. It's a show that has guests every week that are local. They're in a little town. It's pretty amusing. They're unedited. They have no structure like we do with conversations.
No structure. You mean we don't know what we're doing?
We don't have structure. It's crazy.
We've got some structure.
So shout out to Ben and Austin for giving us all the shout outs this week. It's been awesome. So check them out and we'll share their link. Awesome.
Brah.
Small Town Mentality.
Fucking raw dog.
I like them. They're an awesome podcast. They seem like cool dudes. I'd go out to Wyoming just to chill with them.
I
Why
go
not?
out to Wyoming to raw dog.
So let's go over one more time without Luco talking where everybody can find each of your bands and brief
the tour.
tour details. Yeah. Let's plug it up some more. Your music, not your butts.
Tour, August.
August 14th to the 25th. Hit us up on Instagram at Through and Through. That's THROUGH. The letter N. Through. THROUGH. Twitter is at Through and Through HC. Spelled THRUN. THRUHC. Facebook Through and Through LV. Find us through there. Bandcamp, throughandthrough.bandcamp.com. You ever want to get some merch, hit up throughandthrough.bigcartel.com. youtube.com/throughandthrough. So hit us up.
Tumblr. No, we don't have a Tumblr.
Hit us up.
Twimbla.
And Black Mass.
If you want to follow us on our experience, we on Facebook it's just Black Mass ILHC. On Instagram it's Black Mass ILHC again, and on Bandcamp it's just Black Mass at 708, and that's where you can find us if you're more interested in what we sound like. So thank you.
Nice.
So you've been listening to the Hardcore Experience.
The Hardcore Experience. We changed our name for one night only. We've got one last track to play from our friends in Through and Through.
And also, don't forget to check out He Danced Ivy and Lords of the Trident, who we opened the show with today. And the Hey Look What I Found band, Heart of Jordan, a.k.a. Heart of Michael Jordan, from Lansing, Michigan.
And Raw Dog. Check them out.
And Raw Dog. Check out fucking Raw Dog, brah!
And Face Your Maker. They're all
And
homies.
every
And
other
Raw
band
Dog.
that was
There's just
mentioned
so many
throughout
bands.
the show.
There's just so many
Shout
bands for
out.
us to shout out. But I will say this before you play the last song. Shout out to anyone that's always supported us and been behind us all the way since day one. And the people who barely find out about us and decide that we're a band good enough for them to support.
And shout out to Ruben's Shoes, who always keep him going and take him to wherever he's got to go, even if he retires you early and didn't give you a long enough life.
And if you stuck around for the past 2 hours, we hope to see you in one of the cities we're hitting up.
And Raw Dog, brah. Raw Dog.
So this is an oldie but a goodie, and it's a track that you still play live, correct?
Yes.
That's correct.
This is off of the EP Defend. Obviously, it's still up, available on your Bandcamp, right, for
Yes,
people
ma'am.
to check out.
Yes,
So
ma'am. Yes, it is. Yes, it
you
is.
said you wanted to play Defend My Own.
Pretty
This is
raw
the last
dog.
track of the night. Check them out. Check out both of these awesome bands. Support them on tour. Make sure you go to their websites, buy some merch, check out their music. And then next week we will see you Thursday, August 9th, to redo the show with Stolen Sun. Good night.
A dozen fucking roses. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
What the hell's going on?
It's $25 down the fucking drain.
Hey, look, you know what? I think you better go before I call the cops.
The cops? The cops? I am the cops, you fucking idiot.
Such a face at the end of me.